Hello, and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. We're on the ladder, and we have two very good players playing Pachi, better known as Turin UEF, and Horo, better known as Mad Mozart. It's Cybrant. Looks like Pachi bit late building his factory. See the score difference. And the map is Theta Passage 5, so basically it's quite different. Quite a lot different to Theta Passage. Same size map, 5x5, but a lot more mexes. Many more. And so, plays quite differently. You still have mainly a lot of T1 battles, not too much air, but commander upgrades are very important. It's also an extremely open map, as you can see, so you can't really afford to switch tech at any time you like. You have to make sure, pick the very right time, very correct time to move to T2 land, and generally you want to instead be getting a commander upgrade, especially the gun. We have a lab from both players. Mozart's is out much faster. He's in Turin's base, and we have a lab battle. Both players microing heavily. Microing has more HP right now. But on the other side, there's already a mech marine with a scout running past here. It kills a mole. And now it's going to slow expansion. I'm going to try and find another target, but there's no engineer here. Where's the ACU? Oh, the ACU is still in the base. Looks like he took a bit of a walk around. So kind of slow expansion. You can see have a protected engineer. It's only defended by a mech marine that's on low HP, but the hunter has not been taken care of yet. Yeah, looping back to a different location where he hasn't been spotted. And Horora now has to be paranoid. We have air coming. And no air planned for Pachi. So you can do damage with air here because I'm gonna have engineers moving across the map, down the map to kill, and also because there's more mass, you need more build power in your base than on than regular Theta Passage, and so killing engineers in the base can give you a nice advantage. Beckmarine is killed. This hunter has got a kill. It has 2 kills. I think it killed 2 scouts. And now it's... Oh no, it killed it killed the mech marine and the scout. I think. I don't see the mech marine anymore. Oh no, here it is. Now you probably killed 2 scouts. Factories going up. Let's take a look at the economy. Yeah, so not fast enough expansion from Mozart, so he's lacking for mass slightly now, trying to get this reclaim patch. It's quite an important one to get. I want to get it early. Turin also wasting power. Should be building factory instead of a P-gen there. And he's getting raided. Nice group of mantis here. 4 mantis and another one on the left trying to run past as Turin is distracted. So he's going to have to send all his reinforcements now from the factory to the left. There's not going to be any more attacks other than this one. And oh, the commander appears from the fog of war to take out one of the tanks. Doesn't quite manage to kill the other one. The second is on low HP and he should get the red kill if he target fires. Oh, this is a very nice cleanup on the top. So some small damage done, but many wrecks left. And now the bomber comes in. He's just killed a couple of engineers, and the bomber gets taken out. Already had 2 anti-airs in the base. Still a lot of res for Turin. Makes a huge difference on a especially on a small map when you have 2 factories in storage. You're wasting res. Makes a big difference. Nice raids here, taking out a couple of mexes, some mantis, and also a very defensive PD. Doesn't want this commander moving towards the base at all. So quite a defensive PD, but not as defensive as this one. This is kind of common one because you can get raided here so badly. There's 4 mexes that this defends. Could also be worth to, I think, walling this gap, and even this gap is pretty good too. Walls slightly underused, and on a map like this, which is so open, walls can really restrict movement heavily and help you a lot. So otherwise, units can just run wherever they please. So good radar, giving a lot of vision. You can see basically all of Turin's units on radar now, and he knows where they're going. And so we need units dispatched to, again, this location. It is really the most, probably the most vulnerable location. It depends. You can move your ACU to the right, which sort of helps this area, but still vulnerable. And running through this gap, he's gonna try and get a raid, but I'm not sure how good it's gonna be. He's gonna leave reclaim of 4 tanks. He saves half the army, which is good. Leaving as little reclaim as possible. Gonna target fire the mechs, but it will likely not die. So not the best raid. His bombers are doing good work. This bomber on 4 kills now. Killed the expanding engineer. But big mass advantage for Turin there for a short while. But quite even now. We also have reclaim in mid. You can see basically these darker patches are just a bit have reclaim in them. See here in mid, this location, the redder areas are just void of reclaim. More raids coming in. And Mozart doesn't have very many factories, so he's not investing in too many factories because he probably would like to get an upgrade, and also he just doesn't really have mass to spend on more build power. And it can happen quite often that people overbuild factories and end up wasting that build power. But a lot more total mass for Turin. So he's just had better map control in general, despite Mad Mozart's raids. There's also some raids from Turin. The reclaim is not a huge difference in comparison to the total mass. So faster expansion here for Turin really helped. And I think this PD helped quite a lot. It's a nice position for one. So we have 44 tanks, 9 Lobos, and 9 anti-airs, and we have 50 Mantis. Turin's army very close to his ACU. Mad Mozart is trying to spread out more, try to control more map and do some damage. Definitely time to add more factories, and you can see that's what he's doing. Realize he has a bit of mass now. He's going to spend it on factories. So yeah, a lot of people can quite often end up building too many factories, and then not only do you have too many factories, you're stalling mass, so every unit comes out of the factory slower, and then you're just behind on units and very inefficient. As So you want to be watching that. Bombers are dying super fast to these anti-air. He did have, I think, about 10 in his army. He has 11. So bombers will get quite shredded, but it's 11 anti-airs that could be tanks. It's interesting army placement up here. Must have been cleaning up some raid, perhaps. And a lot of reclaim now building up in mid. So we need to see engineers attack moving into this area. There's also quite a bit of reclaim here not being taken. I think Turin could take both of these patches and get an advantage that way. Similar HP on the ACU, slightly less for Mozart, and F1 just the first vet level, 28 kills, not bad for Turin. Gonna try to do his own raid here.
Commander under attack.
Bomber's getting wrecked. Yeah, walls here is pretty good, and PD as well to defend the expansion. Now you can see the mass building up. Again, another thing you want to try avoid doing is overbuilding factories when you're getting reclaim, because you have to recognize that it's not going to last. So, you know, if he just threw up 4 more factories, he's probably going to use the reclaim and then not be able to use the build power afterwards. So things like this you have to be forward thinking in your base building. And this looks very good for Turin now. If he can get this reclaim, he needs a bit more power, I would say, to use it. Only 380 income right now, and that's not much on a map with this much mass, and also now this reclaim. Mozart so far behind on reclaim.
Commander under attack.
That is making up the main difference in total mass now, since he got his map control more or less. So we'll have to see what Mozart can do. He needs to get access to this field. I think bombers for killing reclaiming engines would be quite good. It's also taking a lot of fire from Lobos there. Lost about 2000 HP in a very short period of time. This PD is denied. This is a nice raid. Again, here and here. Needs to try focus the mexes. The HP really helping Turin. See, the effectiveness of the run-bys is diminished. Now on 2700 HP, he wants to try and he's not close to a vet level, so he wants to try and regen a bit, but he's giving up the reclaim field. Can Turin use this? He's not reclaiming at the minute, and he has about 600 mass in the bank. He's busy dealing with these raids. And Mozart has started the gun upgrade. Yeah, no engineers in mid right now. There were, so I think they have died. And he's gonna have to start reclaiming with the AC or something, because after all these raids he's lost, I mean, many mexes, at least 6, maybe 8 mexes, which is probably half his income. And yes, he is actually half the income of Mozart now, so the only thing that can keep him alive is the reclaim. He needs it right now, otherwise his unit production is going to go to a standstill. Look how slow this thing is going up. Usually takes 13 seconds. That's taking quite a bit longer than that. Oh, he has a mex upgrading as well right now. It's 84%, 85. Going very slowly, and he's not reclaiming. I think he should be reclaiming with the ACU instead of trying to make up some ground. And now all this reclaim is still here, and Mozart has got the gun upgrade. He managed to save some map control. You can see the PDs helped him, otherwise he probably would have lost many more mexes. Oh, he lost these ones. Adding more factories. He is going to have access to reclaim very shortly. See here, nice chunks. And ACU is immediately moving. Well, first after the enemy ACU, because he has the range advantage and the damage advantage. And he's going to control the mid area where all the reclaim is. And you can see engineers on their way to go grab that. And suddenly it looks very nice for Mozart getting all those raids. Look, all these mechs are dead. Killed these mexes, he killed these mexes. And Turin did not take advantage of the reclaim while he had it, and now he's lost access. And he's behind on upgrades. He's going to have to get his own upgrade. He's going to have to get the gun. I mean, T2, don't think it's going to be that useful. Nano could be okay, but he already has very close to full HP. So if he was low HP, I mean, he could go nano. It's the same cost as gun. But I think in this scenario, he needs the gun upgrade. Somebody had started the T2 upgrade on their HQ. Oh, that was Torn. He actually cancelled it. I think that's a good move to cancel that. It's not going to help him very much, because he would need quite a lot of mass to get some Sparkies and T2PD out. Pillars are likely to be killed by all these Mantis, Medusa, and the ACU. Now in a lot of trouble. He could just die here if Mozart continues. Turin cleverly distracts with chat messages asking for reclaim numbers. I think Mozart could have actually just gone after the ACU and killed him there. He is doing very nice amounts of damage with the ACU, staying in range. Turin doing nothing, just taking free damage, and now he gets around the corner. More factories being added. There's still quite a lot of reclaim to be used, and might see T2 mechs. We have a lot of inties, so he's quite safe from air. He's not thinking about going T2 land really, I think. And it looks really good. So his side of the map quite secure. He has no doubt more units. All these mexes are killed. He could be more adventurous with his engineers, build a few more mexes on the opposing side, also get more engineers into mid to reclaim. But it looks very, very good for him now. Not sure how Turin comes back from this. And it really shows the power of the upgrade. Just having an upgraded commander on a 5x5 is really, well, the best thing you can have. Pretty much any 5x5. Guncom is epic. Patchy on FHB. He has a lot of overflow for his power. I would, instead of overcharging, I would be making the gun right now very quickly. Maybe even make a second storage so that you can rush it super fast. But right now actually has so much. He has plenty, so now pushing in with less units versus the gun commander. I think this is a suicide right now. Doesn't even have all his units with him. There's some up top. This is Artie's destroying the army there from out of range. And Mozart's on full HP. And another big reclaim field has been created. Turin trying his best to get the reclaim as soon as it's created. But Mozart is quite safe. quite far ahead and probably shouldn't retreat here. Turin's going to farm some vet levels. And Mozart doesn't have too much HP right now. Or too many units, I should say, not HP. He has full HP. Now on 13k. And this should be over in the not too distant future. Mozart sends in his air just in case. I think he thought he could easily win air there, but he actually suicided it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of AA here. Static turrets and mobile. So Tor trying to get a comeback going, but he's lost so much map control. I don't think there's any chance. Still doesn't have an upgrade. And if he just stands beside this ACU, he's gonna die. Let's see how long it takes Mozart to convert the victory. He's trying to make space here. It's very dangerous, but he has to do it so that he can actually get some reclaim. If he loses access to the reclaim, he's surely dead. This is most of his income probably right now. 8,000 reclaim, very good play from Turin to even have that much without an upgrade and with less army. Mozart did also get stealth when he was up slightly further, and now the gun finally from Turin. It's assisting it very heavily, probably too heavily. He's gonna stall. There's an attack coming to his left. Just all in on this upgrade. Pause every factory to make it. It's also halfway in a T2 max. So, gonna try survival mode. That looks like a T2 factory. And it is. We also have a support factory for rhinos. Still far more units. And complete map control. Turin in his opening quadrant. Mozart annexing the top left. Now gun commander, and he has been farming vet very effectively, so he's on 4 vets. He has nice regen, and once he gets to the 5th vet, he's gonna come back to pretty much full HP. Yeah, it's 16k now out of 18k, 40 per second regen, and that's a scary commander right now. There's one T2 PD up. I think Turin is gonna come straight for that. Take it out, overcharge. This is lowering its HB. The T2 engineer is sniped to stop any more PDs going up. And now Mozart may be coming for the kill. His ACU is in range. And his units are swarming. There's far more of them. Overcharge is going in on the T2 units. But I don't think it matters. Because he can't get any more HP from the vets. And the army disappears. And Turin's ACU is going to disappear very shortly as well. Well played, Mozart. Nice comeback from him. 192 kills. On the ACU, only 98 for Mozart. Yeah, Mozart was definitely behind there. I think if Turin took advantage of the reclaim field while he had it, he would have been in a better shape, but Mozart doing the right thing with that ACU upgrade. Getting it very quickly and retaking his map control and also the mid mass where there was all that T1 left on the field. So well played, both players, and thanks for watching. See you next time.